Some horror stories are born from imagination, and some are ripped straight from reality. And in the world of real-life horror, no names carry more fear or more controversy than Ed and Lorraine Warren. For more than 5 decades, this husband and wife stepped into the darkness, confronting the demons, hauntings, and curses that terrified ordinary people. And their cases would go on to inspire some of the most chilling movies ever made. But their story is not just about ghosts. It's about faith, fear, and the thin line between the living and the dead. Ed Warren was born in 1926 in Connecticut and grew up inside a home he claimed was haunted, a childhood experience that shaped his destiny. Fascinated by the unknown, he became a self-taught demonologist, studying demonic possession and the supernatural. Lorraine, born a year later, said she could see spirits and read auras from a young age. Together, they formed a bond built on love and a shared obsession with the unseen. In 1952, they founded the New England Society for Psychic Research, the oldest ghost hunting organization in America. Their mission: investigate hauntings, confront evil, and help those being terrorized by forces beyond their understanding. Over the next 50 years, they would investigate more than 10,000 cases, facing things most of us hope never to see. One of their earliest and most famous encounters involved a seemingly harmless Raggedy Ann doll. It was a gift given to a young nurse named Donna in the 1970s, but soon it started moving on its own, leaving messages written on paper no one owned, and even attacking a friend named Lou, leaving deep claw marks that vanished days later. When Ed and Lorraine investigated, they concluded it was not a ghost at all, but a demonic entity masquerading as a child's spirit. They performed blessings and sealed the doll in a glass case in their museum with a chilling warning: positively do not open. That doll would become the inspiration for the Annabelle movies, but the real one still sits locked away to this day. Their work didn't stop there. In the early 1970s, the Perron family moved into a farmhouse in Rhode Island, and immediately, their dream home turned into a nightmare. Doors slammed by themselves. Their daughters were pulled from their beds. A grotesque woman with a broken neck watched them as they slept. The Warrens traced the activity to Bathsheba Sherman, a woman accused of witchcraft who had sacrificed her own child before taking her life on the property in the 1800s. During a seance, Carolyn Perron, the mother, was allegedly possessed. Terrified but unable to leave, the family lived with the haunting for years. This case would become the inspiration for The Conjuring, 2013, one of the most iconic horror films ever made. But this was just the beginning. Across the ocean in England, another family was living through their own nightmare, one that would push the Warrens deeper into the unknown than ever before. The deeper the Warrens went, the darker the cases became. And as their reputation spread, they would face something far more terrifying than any ghost: a force that could speak, move objects, and even possess the living. What happened next would shake the world of the paranormal and become the foundation for some of the most terrifying stories in horror history. Backhand Index Pointing Right Part 2 continues their journey, but beware, the next cases blur the line between the living and the damned.